Welcome to Making Love a Priority reading for the year of 2026. We're going to be looking into the energy for Taurus. Hi Taurus, this is Kala. I'm happy to be here with you. First, let's create a loving vibe. What is Taurus's loving vibe for the year of 2026? It says, the Advocate, Modern Garden Rose. You're going to step outside of your box and be very brave this year. That's something you're going to love and enjoy. I see you standing up for yourself and for other people. I see intermediary energies, an in-between sort of transition happening. There's a very classic tone to what you're doing, and you're taking it back old school in a big way. You may go back to an old school that you used to go to get updated or to receive some sort of modernization of skills. You are learning how to blossom into the being you were meant to be. There seems to be a lot of speaking up about delicate things that are being decided here. What does that have to do with love and romance, you ask? Well, Taurus, you're going to be falling in love with what you are doing again in life. That's going to allow you to be highly attractive and in the sublime energy of your best mind. Let's focus on a love message for Taurus for the year of 2026. It says, manifesting miracles. Your dream is soon to become reality. Trust your heart and continue to follow its guidance. Things that you thought had been set at the wayside were actually still growing. And in fact, they were all growing together in a very prolific way. So don't be afraid to continue on with those things that you love. They may be very differing and diverse for you, but you're going to find that they all come together under one umbrella, or in this sense, one tree of knowledge. I feel as if you are being gentle with loving yourself. And because of that, great things are going to be happening in your life that allow you to branch out in many different directions. Let's look at a love wish for Taurus for the year of 2026. The Sun. It says joy, enjoyment, life force, success, vitality, and play. There are many layers to your being. You're not one-dimensional, that's for sure. And just when you think that you knew something about yourself, it's going to deepen. I feel like people are going to recognize your skill and enjoy being around you. But you are the one who's going to pick what shines for you the most, whether that is another person, a place, or a thing. You're the one who's in charge of it, and you're the one who speaks up and says what needs to be said in a way that's very inclusive and healing and that vital strength of your throat chakra is your loving vibe for the world. That's your wish. So let's hold our high hearts together in sacredness and take one big healing breath together. Thank you, Taurus, for spending this time with me. I am grateful, and namaste. Welcome to your flower offering read for 2026. Let's listen to some beautiful words to help us know, grow, and glow. This is Kala. Thank you so much for being here. I'm very grateful. This is for the energy of Taurus for the year of 2026. The cards we're going to be using are the Flower Medicine Oracle deck, the Secret Garden, and the Botanical Inspirations. Taurus, what is your first flower for 2026? It says dandelion, wishes will be granted. See that bright yellow? You're going to be very happy. And it's from simple things. It's not from anything extravagant. I'm noticing there's a bird on here as well as a door. An opportunity will start out very small in communication, but it will be something simple, yet it will grow with time. It will make you happy. So there will be a yes, a passionate yes to something. You're going to try something new this year. And you won't take opportunities for granted. You're going to explore how they might change your life and make it better. Let's see what you'll grow in your secret garden, Taurus, for 2026. It says, relax, delight in powdered gold sunshine. The color gold is always positive for you. That's your spiritual development. For some of you, you're going to be spending time outside, getting your vitamin D from the sun rays. This is a feeling of expanding into the yang energy. Maybe you're doing exercise in some sort of routine, but it really looks good for you. Just remember that you get enough rest in between exertion. Don't just exert, and get dehydrated and overheat. That's a message for someone. Make sure that you rest, you intake enough fluids, and you're eating enough. Let's see what you're inspired to do. Gloxinia, love at first sight and proud spirit. It says on this card, when I saw you, I fell in love, and you smiled because you knew. William Shakespeare. Taurus, you're going to find someone that when you set your eyes on them, there's going to be a feeling inside of your soul that awakens. It's very, very wonderful. For some Taurus, this is kismet. For other, it's instant attraction. And for the lucky few, there is love at first sight. So relax and smile and just be yourself. Don't add complications and exaggerations on top of anything. That's what I see. This person will love you for who you are and They won't care about your little foibles or mistakes or anything less than. They'll see you as the star. Taurus, let's take a moment to do a flower offering for you. Please, dear Taurus, take time to unwind in 2026. To thyself be kind. Thank you and namaste. Welcome to your potential surprise read for 2026. This is for all astrology signs. We're planting some seeds for out-of-the-box energies. This particular reading is for Taurus for the year of 2026. The cards we're using are Eternal Light, Auspicious Symbols, and the Tantric Dakini Oracle. What is your light, Taurus, for 2026? It says, trust all is well. Everything happens for a reason. There's a lot of purpose and timing. And what also pops out about this card is blossoming into something. You're expanding your circle of trust. It's because you feel a lot better this year. Dear Taurus, what is your auspicious symbol for 2026? Tell us. Babalu Aye, open to a cure or specific assistance in dealing with illness of body, mind, and spirit. The ancestors are on your side. I'm getting a lot of alternative and shamanic practices. And I'm also getting prayer wheel practices as well. This is a time for you to become lightened up because you're here to provide something for some groups of people. And the energy comes in at night for you. If something is unclear, put it as a piece of paper under your pillow before you go to sleep at night and see what happens in the morning. Test yourself if you can find an answer to the unknown. But everything is unfolding for your highest good and healing. Consult expertise and experts as needed. What is the tantric energy, please, for Taurus for the year of 2026? Recall memory. There's a lot of shells on these cards. You don't need to have the entire thing figured out. You just need a sketch of something, or the shell of something, or a vague idea of something. You're using your memories positively for your healing benefit. Don't dwell on the negative. Use the past to get a vibe so that you can heal and stay alive. I'm not saying ignore the darkness. I'm saying use the past memories in a healing manner, spiritually. It will build trust and give you things, gifts, and insight that you need. You will succeed in something. Dear Taurus, in 2026, use your discernment. Thank you and namaste. Welcome to In the Mix, a yearly oracle read highlighting certain general aspects of 2026 for each star sign. Hi, this is Kala, and let's talk about Taurus. Taurus for the year of 2026. Shh! In January, Taurus, it says, flow with divine timing. There's night and day on this card, and what I notice is the nighttime takes priority. There's an emotional bubble in the middle of the two, like a boundary. I just feel like you are learning how to take care of yourself at night. Maybe that's an area that you feel deficient in. You need to perhaps better your sleep, learn how to dream more powerfully, and feel freer. Traveling places and spaces in your imagination before you go to bed, perhaps with guided visualizations. It's time to take charge of how you feel night and day, day and night, getting with it and making it more of a dance with the sun and the moon that are present on this card. February, it says, sacred fool. Don't let others poke, prod, and provoke you. Has that left you wanting to spend more time alone or being afraid in some way? Use your sense of humor to reclaim your life. Realize that it's not always so serious, and you can detach from other people's taunts and games and make up your own mind about things, instilling and infusing your wild sense of humor to laugh off anything that's heavy or dark. March, we have the heart card. It says treats heart and breast. Be at your best, treating others. Don't hold things to your chest. Make sure you say something if you feel upset about something. That's most important information here. This is a feeling of get your heart chakra open, get your sacred femininity cleared. Don't be toxic or negative. And again, I'm getting this, it's out of fear. You're trying to protect yourself by being biting or bitter because you're holding on perhaps to grievances in your heart space. So you're going to do a lot of clearing in this month. The heart chakra is about love, compassion, and forgiveness. That's the metaphysical benefit. And always ask permission before you go into this sacred space. It's highly sensitive for most people. April, we have the fragment card. A lot of people might see your blind spots better than you see them. And yet, you don't want to hear any criticism. April is the beginning of the Taurus strength time, but a lot of the month is dedicated to the 12th house, which is the hidden places and spaces of our psyche, of our self. And so you're reintegrating with a lot of spiritual work here and trying to come more from the whole rather than from the parts of you that are wounded. Whenever you go to speak or react or think, ask yourself a question. Am I coming from the whole of myself? Or is this a fragment that is wounded talking? And if you sense a wound, give some time and attention. Sit down and heal that part of yourself. Ask it what it needs to be back in the wholeness of you, and maybe do some dialogue or journaling around giving that to that part so they can feel included and strong again, part of the whole. And as you heal yourself in this way, it can ripple out to humanity so that technically more people can also be included in the whole. May, we have the gentleness card here. It says on this card, don't force things to happen when you want them to happen. This is about divine timing. Let things unfold when it's time, when you're ready. Be very patient. There's a process here of allowing things to flow and not forcing them. You know, you're doing some very sacred, deep healing, a lot of shadow work. And that takes feeling safe. And if you apply too much effort in an impatient way, you can cause yourself more harm than good. June, we have galactic vibration, personal conviction, raising your resilience, direct channel. I like the lightning on the third eye. Your third eye is lightening up. And instead of a disco ball on this card, there's a cosmic ball. That's very whole. Like you feel part of yourself opening that part that's highly intuitive. And you become aware of more wholeness cosmically. There are energies supporting you that are nameless and unknown, the mystery, beyond the bounds of humanity. And that's okay with you. On this card, the person is very peaceful and surreal, as if they have accepted some sort of initiation or information from beyond. July, we have the Roots card. Don't ever forget your roots. Your roots are primarily in the 4th house of home and family. You may spend some time honoring those places and spaces with very simple gestures to your family, to your ancestors, to your elders. For some of you, the roots feel up in the air, like maybe you're going to be moving and you need to uproot your roots and then reroot your roots. You're rerouting your roots to remember what's important to you. You're prioritizing again for your own healing and protection with this card. In August, we have the Exiled card. Oh dear. Illusion of separation, disconnect, and isolation. Well, this doesn't sound good at all. I just sensed this overall kind of not quite fitting into some place or space because you're very different. A sacred fool with a galactic vibration who may have issues with fragments and could be impatient and uprooted or exiled, that sounds very much like a bit of a wild ride for someone. And so you want to take care of yourself this year and don't let things get to you. Find some place inside of you that's very strong and can't be bothered, that feels whole all of the time. And this red door implies that you will survive and be taken somewhere better, or as you go, you will be protected by this energy bubble. Notice that there's two energy bubbles right next to each other. One is upside down and one is right side up. Something's going to be restored to you back better than ever. We have the sun being for the month of September, and it shows a sun with kind of like luminescent fireworks in an egg open with a heart. What pops out about this card is essence, honor, and solitude. You're happy wherever you are, and where you find yourself, you will be being yourself. Self-sufficiency will allow you to shine. Wherever you go, there you are. That's the name of a famous book. And so if you have to travel or uproot yourself or deal with critical people who don't quite accept you, know that you are being cleansed and prepared for something better. You are better than ever. Let your light shine. There's your golden heart. You're rising above here in very intricate ways. Be unafraid. Be authentic. I just feel like your individuality needs to be respected, and you need to become all that you can be, and sometime you need to find the right place to do that. And here it looks like, and it sounds like a good start to that. We have the Dolphin card, the joy for November. Open to the power of joy through movement and play. More sunshine, ocean, feeling free, a state of harmony. So if there are some blips of stress, it looks like it's pretty much ironed out in this last bit of the month, as we have the full moon temple in December, celebration, peak transcendence moment. I don't want to block the dolphin energy. There's a very unique structure on here. Very high up energy, very honorific. And if this isn't in real life, then you are being spiritually recognized for something that you did. And even though people may not be able to express how they appreciate your uniqueness, spirit is very joyful and respected and respects your vibration just as you are. So let's kind of review this year. You're flowing around, being extra jovial, you're healing your heart, you're doing shadow work, you are being patient and getting the download about mystery knowledge. There's a chance that you'll do some root healing work or uproot and get away from places and spaces that don't resonate for you, finding somewhere better where you can be your authentic self as you let your life shine and you feel joyful and respected by the end of the year. This may be a year about healing and a year about relocating for some type of new career for some Taurus. So for 2026 Taurus, be gentle and care for yourself. Thank you and namaste.